Hey everyone, I'm Mark Luber and welcome to JD Careers Out There, where we help lawyers and law students find and succeed in fulfilling careers. And a big part of finding a fulfilling career is figuring out what path fits you. So today we're going to explore one of those paths. This path is really good for people interested in labor and employment law and people interested in leaving the law. Our guest is Kathy Finn, and she's the Director of Collective Bargaining for the local UFCW 770, which is the United Food and Commercial Workers in Southern California. Kathy's going to tell us all about working for a union and being a Director of Collective Bargaining. Kathy, welcome to JD Careers Out There, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm really glad you're here. And Kathy, I'm going to ask you to tell us what it means to be a Director of Collective Bargaining for a union. And then we're going to dig into a typical day, who makes the right fit for this kind of path, what skill sets and personality types fit, what skills from law school are used, and then how to break in and how to succeed. So let's start with the first part and tell us in broad strokes, what do you do as the Director of Collective Bargaining for a union?
Okay, well basically first, collective bargaining is when a group of workers join together to negotiate their wages, hours, working conditions with their employer. And that's basically the whole point of a union is workers joining collectively to get better bargaining power, rather than an individual going in and asking for a raise. You got the whole workforce coming in together and asking for a raise or better working conditions. So as the Director of Collective Bargaining, I am the person basically responsible for all the contracts that my union has with the various employers where we represent the workers. So I work for the United Food and Commercial Workers Union. Our biggest sector is grocery workers. So we represent the workers who work at Ralph's, Vaughn's, Albertsons, Gelson's, Stater Brothers, some other grocery stores. We also do drugstores, including Rite Aid and CVS, as well as some meat packing, meat processing, and some healthcare workers that work at Kaiser. And we have different contracts with all these different employers. So we probably have about 80 contracts, and I'm responsible for making sure they all get renegotiated each time they open up.
I like to ask everybody to defend their career path. And so just like I asked a personal injury lawyer that I interviewed to say, tell us why you're not an ambulance chaser. I want to ask you a similar question. I want to say that people would say to you, you're helping unions who are driving up the cost of doing business. You're chasing business out of California because you're making it more expensive for business. What would you say to that argument?
I mean, I just don't see it that way. I think, unions are providing workers with a voice on the job to be able to have some input into what they are earning. The balance of power in a typical workplace is so skewed towards the boss. I mean, most people are afraid to ask for anything of their boss because they're afraid they're going to be retaliated against. Unions basically provide people an opportunity to be able to have some say in what they earn and what their working conditions are on the job. And it's just, currently in this country, we have so few laws that protect workers compared to most developed countries that unions are really the only thing out there that are doing that job of making sure workers are protected. I mean, people work really hard and they really deserve to make a living wage, to be able to have health care, to be able to know that when they're too old to continue working after they've given most of their productive years to an employer, that they're going to have a pension to rely on. So I mean, that's basically why I do this job.
All right, if this is at all helpful to you, please click the thumbs up and spread the word. And if you want to see the full interview with Kathy, come on over to jdcareersoutthere.com. Kathy's going to tell us all about what it's like to be a Director of Collective Bargaining, who makes the right fit for this path, what skills from law school are used all the time, how to break in, and how to succeed. You can take a shortcut to the site by going to JDCOT.com. If you're already there at the site, you could just scroll down to the full video. Make sure you join our membership, though, so that you could get access to all of our videos. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm Mark Luber, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.